Hello there. You're listening to the Sort Yourself Out podcast. This week, we're discussing the many amazing life-changing benefits of meditation. I'm your host, Janine Hunt, natural health therapist for over 30 years, hypnotherapist, lifelong student, and spiritual seeker. I like to seek out the most effective practices and techniques that provide the greatest bang for my buck and the fastest route to freedom from whatever is holding us back. I can't wait to share with you these powerful techniques so that you too can sort yourself out, know deeper meaning in your life, and best of all, a sense of inner peace. So let's get started. Well, hello there, and thank you so much for joining me today, where we're discussing the amazing life-changing benefits of my favorite practice to uplift your well-being, meditation. Now, you may have heard that there are numerous benefits to meditation and maybe even thought, dang, I should be doing that. But time passes and you just don't get around to it. Or maybe you try it for a little bit, but it's off and on, really sporadic, and you don't really get into it enough to feel the benefits. Well, I can tell you, you're not alone. Most of us faff around for a while before we get into it. I personally faffed around for a couple of years, meditating every now and then, trying this and that. One day, I'd be trying to empty my mind. The next, I'd be staring at a candle flame. Then I'd be chanting mantras or doing some weird breathing exercise. So, as you can see, meditation can take many forms, and some are definitely better than others, or more suitable, according to your ability to focus, your level of experience, and your level of consciousness. The important thing to know about meditation is that you don't need to make a big meal out of it. You can start really simply and make things easier on yourself. In fact, it's best to take it easy and keep it simple when you are just beginning. And that's because meditation is a discipline. So you don't want to get freaked out by it and trigger all that resistance you've got inside you, especially when you think about the word discipline. Discipline, no, because most of us do feel resistance to meditation. It takes time, effort, and commitment. And that's why so many of us faff around for years before really establishing it as a daily practice in our lives. Now, I've just brought up a key word about meditation: daily. It's when we meditate daily that we really begin to notice and feel the benefits. It's the daily rhythm that is important. And a few minutes every day is better than long sessions sporadically. Yes, just a few minutes every day and you'll still get the benefits. So I suggest you start small and don't place too much pressure on yourself to meditate for long periods of time, as then you're more likely to stick with it. Also, if you keep it short, you will probably be able to make the time for it because we can all free up a few minutes, right? Now, if that sounds good to you, I've got a free guide you can download, my quick start guide to doable meditation. It teaches you a simple style of meditation that's nice and easy and takes as little as 5 minutes per day, but will still give you the benefits. And the guide also includes tips to get you past the resistance to meditating daily that most of us feel before we get into the rhythm of it, as well as tips to help you fit meditation into your day. You can get it at theinspirationcloud.com/ SYO64. Those are the numbers 64. So that's the inspirationcloud.com, SYO64. And I will put a link in the show notes. Now, on to the many and varied benefits of meditation. Meditation and mindfulness teacher David Michie said that if meditation were available in capsule form, it would be the biggest selling drug of all time. Now, that is quite a statement, but one I agree with wholeheartedly. I personally count meditation as the single best thing I've ever done for my well-being. When I was in a really bad place after I quit drinking, it was meditation that helped me to turn my life around and bring me a sense of inner peace that I so desperately needed at the time. And I felt the benefits quickly, too. So here are some of the amazing proven benefits of meditation. Feeling calmer and more relaxed. An increased ability to manage stress and consequently to act calmly and wisely in stressful circumstances. Improved concentration and focus. Increased learning ability and creativity. Improved relationships. Improved immune function and general health. Looking younger. Yeah, you heard that right. Looking younger. That alone ought to get you interested. Feeling more contented. Sleeping better. Being more emotionally stable and in control of your emotions. The cultivation of compassion for yourself and others. Feeling less needy and self-absorbed, and therefore more available to help others. The ability to observe and monitor your thinking and to consciously choose your thoughts and actions rather than being on automatic mode and reactivity. This factor alone has immense knock-on effects that will permeate all areas of your life. It's a real biggie. Numerous medical and academic studies have revealed such evidence of these benefits, but of even greater importance are the spiritual benefits. Meditation is a practice that will enable you to make contact with your spiritual self, your soul. John Randolph Price describes it like this: the objective must be to establish a channel between spirit and the lower nature, resulting in an outpouring of the higher energy. And it is through this outpouring that you will become receptive to the still, small voice from within. You will also be energized spiritually so that you will have the creative power to carry out the instructions of the higher self. It is important to understand that the spiritual vibration taken on during meditation becomes a positive force in the race consciousness of humanity and is of great benefit to the animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms. There are few really interesting concepts discussed here that I want to enlarge on. Firstly, that in meditation, you access spiritual energies. And this is another reason that it is recommended that you start small in meditation and gradually build up the amount of time that you meditate. That way, you prepare the physical body to withstand these higher energies. Failure to do so by launching into long and irregular meditation sessions can have a negative impact on the physical, emotional, and mental natures. Building the rhythm of daily meditation protects against this. Next, as you make greater soul contact, you become receptive to the still, small voice of the soul, which guides you with intuition and higher knowledge and helps you to fulfill your life purpose. Now that sounds good, right? Also, within this higher vibration of soul contact, you begin to clear out the negative crap in your life that does not resonate with this high vibration. And also, you begin to attract higher vibrational and thus higher quality things, circumstances, and relationships into your life. Nice. Now, this next one may sound a little weird, but I'll explain in a sec. And this is that the elevated spiritual vibration taken on during meditation becomes a positive force in the race consciousness of humanity and is of great benefit to the animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms. Qua? Well, this positive force that you contact is expressed individually as we upgrade our own capacities and compassion in relationships and in how we exist in the world, but also collectively as our own higher vibration and uplifted level of well-being contributes to the good of the whole. One by one, we uplift ourselves. But as I'm so fond of saying, our own well-being radiates out and uplifts everyone around us. So, the more meditators and well-balanced and peaceful people there are in the world, well, the more we tip the balance to making this world a loving, compassionate, peaceful, and harmonious place. And here's another fascinating effect of meditation on a collective level. There are numerous documented reports of experiments with group meditation, resulting in substantial drops in homicides, suicides, and accidents in the test communities. Now, this is known as the Maharishi effect, and this is the power of combined and directed, focused human thought. This is how individual consciousness affects collective consciousness. Amazing, right? So just as in meditation, you gradually come into greater contact and coherence with the higher vibration of the soul, so too does as little as 1% of people meditating in a community establish coherence of the collective consciousness with the higher consciousness of the meditators. Neato. I love that. That's just so funky. And this is because we are vibratory beings. We literally radiate our level of consciousness via our aura. And this is why sorting ourselves out is so important for us and the entire world, as when we free ourselves of our hang-ups and illusions, we become powerfully magnetic in uplifting the vibration of the whole. And this goes along with Dr. David Hawkins' fascinating research that shows how higher levels of consciousness counterbalance surrounding lower levels of consciousness. So Dr. David Hawkins created a map of consciousness in which he calibrated the levels of consciousness and a whole lot else. He calibrated everything but the kitchen sink. I mean, he might even have calibrated the kitchen sink. He did everything. He calibrated it on a scale of 1 to 1,000. So briefly, this is how it works. Lowest on the scale was a bacterium or virus at 1, and the highest at 1,000 were our great spiritual avatars like Buddha and Jesus Christ and Krishna and Zoroaster. Below 200 are negative emotional and consciousness states where people tend to be unable to take responsibility for themselves and their actions and act without integrity. Starting at the level of 200, which is the level of courage, and progressing to 499 are the levels of integrity and progressively increasing levels of positive energy and thinking and reason. Consciousness level 500 and beyond are the levels of love and peace and enlightenment. So Dr. David Hawkins said that although only 15% of the world's population is above the critical consciousness level of 200, the collective power of that 15% has the weight to counterbalance the negativity of the remaining 85% of the world's population. So, one human of goodwill at the level of 300 counterbalances 90,000 humans below 200. One human at 400, the level of reason, counterbalances 400,000 humans below 200. One truly loving human at level 500 counterbalances 750 humans below 200. One human at 600, the level of peace, counterbalances 10 million humans, below 200. One enlightened human at level 700 counterbalances 70 million humans below 200. So, holy cow, you can see how meditation, which is the number one practice for raising your consciousness, has the power to uplift not only your own life, but the life of everyone and everything on the planet, right? This is amazing. So seriously, my friend, if you have ever had the tiniest desire to meditate, or maybe said to yourself at some point, gosh, there are so many benefits to meditation, I should give it a try, then please do. We need more meditators. The world needs more people who have sorted themselves out. And like I said, meditation is the number one practice for uplifting your well-being on all levels: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So, if inner peace and higher consciousness and all those benefits I mentioned earlier have convinced you to give it a go, go ahead and download my free quick start guide to doable meditation to help you get on your way. It teaches you a really simple style of meditation that's nice and easy and takes as little as 5 minutes per day, but will still give you the benefits. And it also includes tips to get you past the resistance to meditating daily that most of us do feel before we establish the rhythm of it, as well as tips to help you fit meditation into your day. You can get my free quick start guide to doable meditation at theinspirationcloud.com/SYO64, and I will put a link in the show notes. Now, before we wrap up here, a quick word about guided meditations. I love guided meditations. They are great for relaxing, processing and releasing issues, and getting in touch with your inner guidance, among many other things. But they do not replace plain old sitting meditation. So, by all means, take advantage of guided meditations. They're a fantastic resource. And I even offer a couple of free ones on my site, theinspirationcloud.com. But do not use them as a replacement for regular meditation. Use them as an addition to regular meditation if you like. And remember, with meditation, keep it simple and keep it doable. It's actually better for you. It will enable you to handle the higher spiritual energies you are contacting without causing short circuits in your energy system, and will also help you to establish the daily rhythm of meditation, which is where the real life-changing power lies. So there we have it. I hope you will give it a go. Go on. You know you want to. Now, if you are interested in taking your well-being to the next level and being better than happy, why don't you sign up to the waitlist for my upcoming Better Than Happy membership? I've been talking about it for ages, but I am getting there. And soon we will be launching this. So the Better Than Happy Zone is a monthly membership where I'll be teaching my most powerful top-down techniques to sort yourself out, to free yourself of your hang-ups and blockages, to take charge of your mind, and to nourish your soul. So if you've been listening to this podcast, you know that I'm all about giving you the tools that you need to transform your life. And in the Better Than Happy membership, there will be mini courses and hypnosis sessions and guided meditations and EFT tapping videos, neurolinguistic programming techniques, mindfulness training, the ageless wisdom teaching, and lots more. So that wherever you are on your path to greater well-being, you can start right there and then take the next step when you're ready. You'll have the tools, practices, and techniques you need to not just heal your life, but to make it more meaningful, fulfilling, peaceful, and beautiful. So if you're ready to transform your well-being and be better than happy and would like to be kept informed, go on over to theinspirationcloud.com/membership to get on the wait list, and I will keep you in the loop. And this is something you also want to do, because those people on my wait list are going to be offered a special early bird offer where they will be offered the membership at the lowest price it's ever going to be, and they will also get early access. So that's the inspirationcloud.com/SYO membership. Okay, my friend, that is all for today. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really do appreciate it. So take care, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast. I really hope you found it helpful and full of uplifting ideas that you can put into practice in your life. And if you have, chances are your friends and family will too. So please share it with them on social media. You'll be helping them to sort themselves out, because I bet you think they need it, right? But seriously, you'll also be doing me a huge favor, and I will be eternally grateful for your generosity. It would also be lovely if you would leave me a review on iTunes, preferably a nice one, please. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast while you're there. If you have any questions or would like me to address a certain topic, I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at info@theinspirationcloud.com. Have a good one, folks. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.